You're going to want to check this out. 10 types of friends you should avoid if you want to be rich. The 5 individuals you spend the most time with determine who you are. Perhaps your parents have expressed their distaste for one of your friends. This is because the people you choose to hang out with have a subtle yet significant effect on who you become as a person and how you think. Your parents may have disliked your party-throwing buddy because they wanted you to hang out with more goal-oriented individuals. Then your parents certainly aren't to blame. You should be shocked if you turn out to be a horrible person yourself if you hang around with crooks all the time. If you want to achieve financial success, you need to carefully choose who you hang out with because it will determine whether you'll achieve your goals or not. In this video, we will talk about the different types of friends you should hang out with if you want to achieve financial success. Here are the individuals that will put up hurdles in your pursuit of financial freedom and should be avoided at all costs. Who knows? Maybe you'll be surprised to see some of your friends here. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to learn more about wealth and get updates on our content. Alright, let's start with number 10. The Risk Dodger. There is no reward for taking risk at all. Those who don't take chances tend to stay exactly where they are. They dislike challenges that force them to go beyond their comfort zone. They will not even attempt to pursue an opportunity if they see too many difficulties in doing so. They are afraid to try new things, which results in them being stuck in their current situation. Keeping them as a company will cause you to wander, missing out on golden possibilities. Because of uncertainty, you will question every chance you are given. If you put off taking action in favor of waiting for easier opportunities, you will miss out on many successes. Someone who makes calculated risk is the kind of friend you should make time for. To them, setbacks are temporary roadblocks on the way to victory. You'll seize any opening that presents itself, and in no time, you'll be on your way to achieving your goals. They'll help you take calculated risk that you would have been too afraid to try otherwise. You can push yourself farther than you ever thought possible because of them. Risks are chances that you shouldn't be afraid of, since the higher the return, the greater the risk. Number 9. The Mindless Spender. Occasionally treating yourself is healthy, but some individuals just can't help blowing their budget on frivolous purchases. Without giving any thought to whether or not they have the financial means to do so, they repeatedly overextend themselves financially by buying a wide variety of products and services. They will likely shrug when questioned about the purchase. Your chances of being wealthy are little to none if you keep company with such a person. So you should probably start distancing yourself from them immediately. This type of person puts immediate gratification above everything else and never plans. If you keep hanging out with this kind of friend, you might even start doing the same thing. Rather, hang out with frugal individuals who also know how to have a good time. They are financially responsible by just spending what they can afford on entertainment now, with an eye on the future. They'll make you happy without making you spend a lot of money. Your choices today may have repercussions for you in the years to come. Therefore, it's not wise to put your enjoyment of the now at the price of your future. Remember that happiness shouldn't be too expensive. You can find happiness in small things. Number 8. The Aspiring Idealist. It's human nature to have lofty ideas and pursue goals they feel passionate about. But if you don't put any work, your dreams will stay just that, dreams. The aspiring idealist is a person who has high ambitions but makes little effort to achieve them. Their outlook is optimistic, but optimism without action is pointless. Even if they aren't terrible individuals to be with, you should take precautions while you're around them. They may have piqued your interest enough for you to consider collaborating with them on a business venture. The worst case scenario is that they abandon you once you begin taking steps toward your goal. Instead, you have a friend who chases dreams because they'll make things possible as long as it's doable. Even if obstacles arise, they push themselves beyond their comfort zones to accomplish their goals. With their help, you may divide your goals into manageable pieces, and you won't even notice that you've made progress toward your objective because it's more manageable. Having a competition like that will make achieving your goals much less of a challenge. Number 7. The cold-hearted fraudster. The easiest way to stop a mistake from becoming a failure is to admit it. Perhaps you don't know your friends very well, and one of your friends might just be as desperate for cash as any fraudster. This kind of individual has never been trustworthy or reliable. They are self-centered and likely to tell you lies to their advantage. Therefore, your opponents may simply entice them to spill the beans if you reveal that you have brilliant ideas for a new enterprise and tell them about it. You don't want that kind of person to be in your life, as they will only disappoint you by trusting them. Instead of hanging out with a fraudster, take advantage of having a friend with a wealthy mindset on your side. Integrity and honesty are very important to them, making them the polar opposite of cold-hearted fraudsters. They have faith that success may be attained through service to others. They can show you the ropes of legitimate wealth building if you let them. They may even guide you on what is the best decisions for handling your finances. As opposed to those who simply want you for what you can do for them, choose someone who wants to grow together with you. Number 6. The disheartening pessimist. Being negative prevents one from achieving his or her objectives and stifles creatively. Unless you're a pessimist, you probably don't want to surround yourself with bad energy. A friend like that expects the worst and is constantly gloomy and miserable. They constantly complain about how difficult and unjust life is. And when something nice doesn't happen, they try to convince you that it won't stay and that terrible thing will eventually come. If you hang around with someone who constantly brings you down, no amount of positivity can save you. Getting away from this person should be your priority if you want to achieve your goals of being wealthy and successful. So, associate yourself with their counterparts, someone who has a positive attitude in life. Despite the difficulty and unfairness of life, an optimist will make every effort to improve their situation. They eagerly seize chances and maintain an optimistic outlook no matter what challenges they face. No matter how difficult things become, they keep on going. They understand that the more challenging the situation is, the greater the rewards will be. Achieving success without having to work hard for it is pointless. When you're with someone like that, you should learn to appreciate the little things. You'll see that failures are natural and that you shouldn't beat yourself up over them, but rather gain wisdom from the experience. You can develop with their guidance. Positivity is a powerful tool, and having a positive friend may put you on the right path to success. Number 5. The indecisive. If you want to succeed in what you seek to do, you must have a plan. The indecisive person is the one who can't make up their mind. They're superior to idealists because they have the motivation to get things done. However, their inability to concentrate means they often juggle many tasks at once. They will have a ton of unfinished work and nothing to show for it. When you continue hanging out with this kind of individual, you lose your senses and become lost with your goals. You'll be confused and demotivated to continue with your tasks because nothing is being finished. You constantly seem to be overburdened with work. Hang out with someone who is goal-oriented rather than someone unable to make up their mind. They are determined to accomplish their goals and will stop at nothing until they do. Having someone like them on your side is crucial because they will show you how to concentrate your efforts and achieve successful outcomes. They are the best companions to have if your goal is to become financially independent. The focus becomes natural the more you do it. Number 4. The shopaholic. Spending more than you earn is the single most harmful behavior for one's financial well-being. Shopaholics are identified by their compulsive, impulsive shopping behavior. This kind of individual doesn't think twice about what they put in their carts. You can only keep a shopaholic pleased by joining them in their profligate spending. And it's seldom the inexpensive items they purchase that satisfy them. Spending time with this kind of individual will lead to financial ruin. Spend less time with those who encourage wasteful spending and more time with those who encourage frugal behavior. Someone who will motivate you to start saving or assist you to achieve your financial goals. Maintain to your decision to your long-term financial independence objective, and you'll be less likely to give in to the shopaholic's temptations. Number 3. The fan of easy money. Without putting in the time and effort to improve your financial situation, There is no quick method to amass a large sum of money. Someone with this mentality sees every opportunity to defraud others of their money as a chance to profit themselves. They are a step down from a full-fledged fraudster in that they won't leak your plans to your rivals, but they still see you as a source of revenue for them. This type of individual is a slacker who looks for ways to cut corners and get money quickly. Don't associate with this type of individual if you value your happiness. Spend time with patient people who are interested in investing, people that value hard work and the use of leverage to increase their wealth. These people know that it is not easy to acquire wealth, so they invest their time and patiently wait for their money to grow. What makes them happy is taking gradual but steady action to improve their financial situation and prepare for their future. Friendship with people like that will undoubtedly drive you forward on a rewarding and fruitful path. Number 2. The irresponsible. Once you reach a certain level of success, you'll be burdened with more responsibility. This individual, as the name suggests, is not one to accept responsibility for his behavior. They'd rather place the blame on someone else than own up to their shortcomings. They are unable to go beyond their current situation because they refuse to admit their faults. Find someone who can be relied on to perform responsibility since they are careful about what they do. Since their actions might have consequences for others, they think twice before making any decisions that could have negative outcomes. They see their failures as opportunities for growth because they know they are inevitable. Being around this kind of individual will give you the confidence boost you need to take on more challenging work. It's great to have friends like that. Number 1. The compulsive gambler. Gambling is the worst method to make your money grow. Some individuals will inevitably develop a gambling addiction. The strategy of the casino and other gambling places is to let individuals keep winning until they put all their money on the line. Your life will be ruined if you choose a gambler as a friend. To make matters worse, they probably encourage you to join in on the fun, even though they know well that you'll soon get hooked and waste all your money. Because of gambling, many company owners had to shut down their businesses when things go wrong. It's not always the company that suffers, but rather the people closest to you and the possessions you've worked so hard to acquire. When you gamble, you might think you'll become rich quickly, but in fact, you'll end up losing a lot of money. Refrain from falling for this trap. You should avoid picking up this terrible habit at all costs. The struggles you overcame to get where you are today should not be lost for temporary happiness. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed this content, please press the thumbs up button. You can also leave comments to let us know your suggestions and thoughts. See you next time.